Number 8. Cluttered environment effect. Let's get this straight. Your messy room isn't just a vibe, it's low-key breaking your brain. You walk in, and boom, stuff everywhere. Every item's screaming for your attention like toddlers in a candy store. And guess what? Your brain hears all of it. It has to process every single thing it sees. Your working memory is like your phone's RAM. The more apps or junk you've got running, the slower everything moves. That pile of random stuff, it's like 50 tabs open in your brain. Scientists found that people in cluttered spaces make worse decisions. Why? Because when you're surrounded by visual noise, your stress hormones spike. Sure, some people think better and a little mess. Scientists say it might spark creativity, but there's a fine line between creative chaos and total brain meltdown. And let's not forget nighttime. Your brain needs to power down, but it can't chill while a pile of laundry is silently judging you from the corner. You think clutter is harmless? It's sabotaging your focus and your sleep. Welcome to brain burnout. Number 7. Sleep debt damage. You think missing a few hours of sleep is harmless? Cute. Your brain? It thinks otherwise. Imagine it's a smartphone battery that never gets fully charged, always drained, always lagging. That's what happens when you keep skipping sleep. And it's not just about being tired. Chronic sleep loss actually changes your brain's shape. Scientists found it shrinks parts of your brain, especially the hippocampus, your memory center. That guy's supposed to be your super organized librarian, filing memories perfectly. But with sleep debt, he's drunk, blindfolded, and just tossing books onto random shelves. And your emotional control center? That thing turns into a soap opera lead, overreacting to everything. That's why the tiniest stuff feels like the end of the world when you're exhausted. Oh, and it gets worse. Your brain starts slipping into micro-sleep-stinny blackouts that last seconds. Imagine driving. Then boom, brain hits the emergency shutdown button. No warning. And this damage? It snowballs. Scientists say sleep loss ages your brain faster than normal, like you're racking up years without earning any of the wisdom. Number 6. Skipping breakfast impact. Let's be honest, you wake up, scroll your phone for 45 minutes, then bolt out the door without eating. Sound familiar? Yeah, your brain hates that. It runs on glucose, kind of like a Ferrari runs on premium fuel. Skip breakfast, and it's like pushing that Ferrari down the highway on empty. Suddenly, you can't find your keys, your mood tanks, and your focus? Gone. That's your brain throwing a tantrum because it's hangry. Think of your brain chemicals: dopamine, serotonin-like ingredients in a complex smoothie. No breakfast? You're trying to blend that smoothie with empty containers. And it shows. Studies found that people who skip breakfast have worse memory, focus, and even test scores. Yup, students who skipped breakfast literally scored lower even if they slept great the night before. You could sleep like a rock for 10 hours, but if you skip breakfast, your brain still wakes up like it just pulled an all-nighter. Number 5. Doom scrolling your sanity away. You wake up, reach for your phone, and suddenly, boom, it's 3 hours later and your brain is soaked in global disasters. Earthquakes, scandals, wars, economic collapse. You've just consumed 47 fresh reasons to panic before you even brushed your teeth. Every terrifying headline you scroll past lights up your brain like an emergency siren, pumping out stress, hormone-esque cortisol, adrenaline, the full panic package. Your brain flips into caveman mode, convinced that every tweet is a saber-toothed tiger about to lunge at you from the bushes. But here's the weird twist. Your brain likes it, craves it. Doom scrolling is like spicy food: it burns, it hurts, but for some reason, you keep digging in. And then comes the real damage. Doom scrolling warps your mental lens. It's like wearing glasses that only show gray. Stay there long enough, and you forget color ever existed. Everything starts feeling hopeless, even when it's not. And the side effects? Brutal. 2+ hours of doom scrolling a day is enough to cause headaches, muscle tension, and actual stomach issues. That's right, your brain's anxiety buffet is giving your body a digital stomachache. One surprisingly effective fix? Flip your phone to grayscale. Suddenly, all those clickbait crisis headlines look as exciting as cold oatmeal and your brain finally stops drooling for doom. Number 4. The overthinking trap. Ever feel like your brain's stuck on a treadmill with no off switch? Welcome to the overthinking trap. Picture your mind as a highway during rush hour, except the cars aren't moving forward. They're just endlessly circling the same exits. That's your thoughts, going nowhere fast. When you overthink, your brain locks into emergency mode, revving like a car engine, while still parked. And just like a car left running too long, it eventually overheats. That's why you suddenly can't even decide which socks to wear. Here's the kicker. The more you overthink, the better your brain gets at it. It literally builds mental superhighways for worry. Oh, you want to obsess about that awkward thing from 2014? Cool, here's a fast lane for that. Someone named Jamie kept replaying a tiny mistake at work on a loop. And soon, Jamie's brain turned into that overdramatic friend who cries over a spilled latte. But good news, you can break out of this thought traffic. Seriously. A walk, a sketch pad, anything mildly creative? It resets the mental grid. Number 3. Harsh self-talk. Number 3. Harsh self-talk. Ever feel like your own thoughts are sucker punching you in the gut? Yeah, turns out your brain treats harsh self-talk like actual physical pain. Scientists found that when you bash yourself mentally, "I'm not good enough. I always screw this up," your brain lights up in the same regions it would if you'd just stubbed your toe on a table leg. Every negative thought is like pressing the brain's internal pain button, and when you keep hitting it, your brain starts burning out trying to manage the damage. Suddenly, you're forgetting your keys, spending 10 minutes picking socks, and zoning out mid-sentence. Your attention span shrinks to the size of a goldfish in a blender. Even worse, your brain thinks you're under threat 24/7, so it floods your body with hardcore stress hormones, not the mild, "I'm running late" kind, but the "we're being chased by a grizzly" kind. All day long. Here's the twist. Your brain also can't tell the difference between real and fake positives, so you can actually trick it into feeling better. Some folks fight back by giving their inner critic a dumb name like Captain Buzzkill or the complaint department. It works, but ignore it, and your brain just might keep running from invisible bears forever. Number 2. Decision fatigue. Reality. You know that moment it's 8 p.m. You're standing in front of the fridge, staring into the void like it's going to whisper dinner ideas. Leftovers? Pizza? Sandwich? Suddenly, choosing feels harder than solving quantum physics with a hangover. But don't worry, it's not that you're lazy. It's just that your brain is done. Like a phone that started at 100% and spent the day slowly draining with every single decision socks, texts, emails, what emoji to use. By now, you're down to 5% battery, and your brain is in low power mode, taking shortcuts like it's speedrunning life. Research even shows judges give harsher sentences later in the day not because they're grumpy, but because their mental energy is toast. That's why Mark Zuckerberg wears the same outfit daily. He's not boring. He's conserving juice. But for you, by evening, it's decision overload. So you order the same greasy takeout again, or spend 2 hours scrolling Netflix just to rewatch The Office. And it gets sneakier. Stores and websites actually exploit this. They save the pricey stuff for last, right when your brain's too tired to fight back. That's how you end up buying $18 cheese that costs more than your gym membership and somehow feel good about it. Number 1. Noise pollution effects. Number 1. Noise pollution effects. Imagine your brain is a high-performance computer, fast, sharp, built for brilliance. Now imagine running that machine right next to a 24/7 construction site. Jackhammers, drills, car horns, Karen's keyboard smashing all day, every day. That's modern life in your head. And here's the kicker. Your brain never actually gets used to background noise. It just fakes it. On the outside, you're calm. Inside, your stress response is in full fight-or-flight mode, slamming the panic button non-stop. Scientists found that chronic noise messes with your memory. You start forgetting simple things, like where your coffee cup went or why you walked into the kitchen. Your brain, exhausted, literally starts altering its wave patterns. It produces more chill-out waves just to cope, but that also shuts down the ones that help you focus and solve problems. It's like your brain goes, "You know what? I give up. Let's just nap through this." That's why you can't think straight in noisy environments. Your mental energy's being spent filtering out Dave's chip crunching instead of, thinking. And it gets worse. Office workers trapped in open-plan chaos report feeling foggy all day, and that fog doesn't magically lift when you leave. Your brain stays in that stressed-out haze even at home. So yeah, background noise isn't just annoying, it's reprogramming your brain to give up before you even start.